Hey, what's up everybody, I'm Charlie, and today I'm going to be showing you how to make my delicious smothered potatoes with shrimp and smoked sausage. This recipe serves between 8 to 10 people and is absolutely delicious. So without further ado, let's get started, shall we?
Okay, this is all what y'all gonna need to make your smothered potatoes with shrimp and smoked sausage, and we're gonna get started with our ingredients. You're gonna need 4 russet potatoes, 2 pounds of fresh Louisiana shrimp, 1 pound of D&D smoked sausage, unsalted butter, and for your seasonings, you're gonna need some salt, Tony Saturated Creole seasoning. Now, if you don't have this, you can use the Zatarain's Creole seasoning or the Slap Your Mama Creole seasoning. You're also gonna need some Chef Paul Prud'homme's Portrait Magic. And for alright, y'all, there's a mistake on my part in terms of the seasoning. You're going to need some Chef Paul Prud'homme's Seafood Magic. I know in the video I said Portrait Magic, but you can still use the Portrait Magic if you want to, or you could use the Portrait Magic or the Seafood Magic, but I really want you to use the Chef Paul Prud'homme's Seafood Magic. Alright? And for your additional seasonings, you're going to need 1 yellow onion, 3 stalks of celery, bell pepper, garlic, and some fresh thyme. And you will also need some white vinegar and a potato peeler so you could peel your potatoes. Alright, and there we have it. Alright, let's get started with chopping up our seasonings. We're going to chop 1 yellow onion, make sure you rinse your celery off before you chop it. Chop 3 stalks of celery. Make sure you remove the core out of the center of your bell pepper before you chop it. Chop 1 green bell pepper. Alright, here I have 3 cloves of garlic, and I'm just going to chop this up until it is minced. Now, as for your thyme, it's dried and it's already chopped and prepared, so you don't necessarily have to do anything with this. You just add it into your dish when it's time for it to be added. Okay, now we're going to cut our D&D smoked sausage. Make sure you chop only a half a pound of this smoked sausage, okay? And it's about this much. Cut your smoked sausage into small bite-sized pieces. So like this, you see? Now let's begin peeling our shrimp. Here I have a shrimp here, and we're going to start by removing the head off, and we're going to place that into one bowl. Now we're going to peel the shrimp shell off of the shrimp tail. Now you're going to take your shrimp shells and put it into the bowl with your shrimp heads in it. Alright, now we're going to take a sharp knife, be very careful here, and just cut out the back of the shrimp. As you can see here, there's that black string. You're going to pull that out. And there you have it. And you're going to take your shrimp tail and place it into a separate bowl. Add your shrimp tails into a strainer and rinse your shrimp tails off with cold water. Okay, here we have our shrimp heads and shells. Now what we're going to do is we're going to take this and we're going to make a delicious shrimp stock. So let's get started with that. Preheat your fire to medium-high heat. Alright, in a medium-sized pot, we're going to add 1 1/2 quarts of water. Now let's add some seasoning. I'm going to sprinkle 1/4 teaspoon of salt, 1 teaspoon of Tony Saturated Creole seasoning, and 1 teaspoon of Chef Paul Prud'homme's Seafood Magic. Give this a quick stir. Let this come to a simmer. Now if you do want to add a little bit more seasoning, you could add an extra teaspoon of the Tony Chachere's Creole seasoning and an extra teaspoon of the Chef Paul Prud'homme's Seafood Magic if you like. Okay, our water is at a simmer now. Add your shrimp heads and shells. I'm going to give this a quick stir. Let this simmer uncovered for 45 minutes. It's been about 45 minutes for our shrimp stock, and it is done. Turn your fire off. Alright, now we're going to add our shrimp heads and shells. We're going to add them into a mesh strainer. Okay, now we're going to discard our shrimp heads and shells. We don't need these anymore. In this bowl we have 2 1/2 cups of shrimp stock. Okay, we're going to go ahead and start peeling our potatoes. Now here I have a potato peeler and 1 russet potato. And I'm just going to go ahead and just begin to peel the russet potatoes. Okay, now we're going to cut the potatoes into medium-sized chunks. Think about that size right there. This is exactly what you're looking for right here. Medium size. Okay, here we have some cold water into a large bowl. We're going to add 2 teaspoons of vinegar. Going to give this a quick stir. Okay, add the potatoes into the vinegar and water solution. Now this vinegar and water solution not only cleans the potatoes, but it also prevents them from turning brown. Let this sit for about 10 minutes. Add your potatoes into a strainer. And we're going to let these sit until it's ready to be cooked, okay? Preheat your fire to medium-high heat. In a large pot, add 5 tablespoons of unsalted butter. Spread the butter along the bottom of the pot. Let the butter melt. Okay, let's add some seasoning. Add 1 1/2 cups of chopped yellow onion, 1 cup of chopped celery, 1 cup of chopped green bell peppers, and 1 tablespoon of chopped garlic. Give this a quick stir. Now I know this may look like a lot of seasoning, but once it cooks down, you won't even know it's in there. And you know us New Orleans people, we like a lot of seasoning in our food. Oh yeah. So we're gonna let this saute for 10 minutes. Alright, it's been about 10 minutes now, and as you can see, our seasonings have cooked down. Exactly what we're looking for. At this time I'm going to add my smoked sausage. And now we're going to add some seasoning. Sprinkle 1/4 teaspoon of salt, 2 teaspoons of Tony Chachere's Creole seasoning, and 1 teaspoon of Chef Paul Prud'homme's Seafood Magic. Oops, and I forgot about this too.
you're going to add 1 teaspoon of the dried thyme. Give this a quick stir. Smelling good, smelling good. The flavors from that onion, the celery, the bell pepper, the garlic, and the Tony sachet. Add your potatoes. Now we're going to give this a quick stir. Okay, now we're going to add 1 cup of shrimp stock. Just going to stir this. Now we're going to cover this, and you're going to let this simmer for 25 minutes. Okay, it's been about 25 minutes now. And as you can see, our potatoes are starting to get soft. Now at this point, we're going to add our 2 pounds of shrimp right on top. Okay. We're just going to spread that around on top. We're not going to stir it or anything like that. Okay. Now we're going to cover this, and we're going to let this simmer for 3 minutes. It's been about 3 minutes now, and as you can see, the shrimp has turned pink at the top. That lets us know that it's done. Now we're going to finally stir this. And after 28 minutes of cooking, our smothered potatoes with shrimp and smoked sausage is now done. Turn your fire off. Let this cool for about 5 minutes before serving. Here is the final presentation. And there you have it, smothered potatoes with shrimp and smoked sausage. If you like my channel, hit the subscribe button. Hit the bell button if you want to be notified of my videos. You can also check out this recipe along with all of my other recipes, as well as contact me or donate to the channel. Visit www.charliethecookandrews.com. You can also like, follow, or contact me on Facebook and on Instagram under the name Charlie the Cook Andrews. Stay tuned as Charlie's taste test is coming up next. Now it's time for Charlie's taste test. Man. The potatoes are nice and tender, slightly mushy, which is normal when it comes to making smothered potatoes. And not only that, the potatoes soaked up all those flavors from the shrimp, the smoked sausage, and all the seasons that we've added. I mean, the flavor is absolutely amazing. It is delicious. The shrimp is just nice and tender, well seasoned. I mean, it don't get no better than this, ladies and gentlemen. I mean, this is so good. I'm telling y'all, try the recipe. And that's it. I hope you all enjoyed the video. So until next time, take care, and I hope you all have a blessed day. Peace.